Where are we?
Kuba, nee. Dis Restcamp Kalahari. Waar is ons nou? Wat se plek is ons nou?
Monano.
Ons is in Namibia.
We are just outside the Beiterpos border post, and today we are on our way to Windhoek. I'm very excited for this Namibia trip. Ironman invited us with. They've got a bit of business to do in Namibia, and I'm super excited because we've got the whole gang.
Môre, hoe gaan dit?
Lekker en jy?
Lekker, dankie.
Vertel my van jou kar.
Wel, dis 'n Nissan Navara, so beste ene hierso. Kry nie beter nie. En alles werk, so dis goed.
Good morning, Christy.
Môre,
How are you feeling?
can you?
Lekker.
Had a fairly good night's rest.
Good.
Cup of coffee, all good.
Looks like you murdered some butterflies there.
10,000 of them. And I caught a big dung beetle over here. Splotch. Terrible.
Welcome to Namibia.
We just realized we don't have a ZA sticker. All the other cars have one, but we don't have one. So Mick suggested that we do one with insulation tape. I don't know if we're going to get caught out, but I think it's a very good idea. Clean it first, and then we're going to put on the insulation tape.
Jy moet daar bo doen.
But ZA is here.
Yeah, you gotta do it like tastefully. You can't just slap it on the back there. You'll ruin the wrap.
But of course Mick didn't ruin the wrap. His extreme OCD is why we gave him the tape in the first place.
Mick, what are we doing in Windhoek?
We're in Windhoek to visit our Namibian distributor, AFC, Accessory Fitment Center. And we're going to catch up with them, and then they're taking us into the Khomas Hoogland for a general meeting. We've got all the Ironman dealers from across Namibia come together in Windhoek for the weekend, and we're going to catch up and chat and get to know each other, and tell them what's happening in Ironman world, and have a good time.
We popped in at the Ironman Namibia headquarters for a few brief formalities, and then the weekend was officially underway.
And now it's raining. So we've got one more stop before we're going to our next destination, and that is Joe's Beerhouse. It is apparently an institution in Windhoek, and you are not allowed to pass through here without stopping there. Also, I heard them say that it is the one place in the world that consumes the most Jägermeister.
Windhoek.
Windhoek. More than Germany.
Established in 1991, Joe's is renowned for delicious food, a good variety of cold beer, and above all, a cozy, intimate atmosphere. Not quite what you would expect from a place that is full almost every night of the week, especially considering they can seat over 600 people.
Cheers.
Ching ching!
Nick-in.
Okay, Mick is going to take us on a tour of the beer house. So Joe, how long have you been standing here?
Actually, it's been a very long time, and I'm getting really tired. And I've lost a hand. I'm not happy about it.
Maybe that's where they got the crocodile, because I see they're serving crocodile fillet on the menu.
This is a great place in winter because they make a massive big fire here. It's open air. Been here a couple of times. Don't really remember leaving. Remember arriving. Don't really remember leaving. So, habit. It's great. It's fantastic.
It is the only pub I've ever heard of that has their own super affordable shuttle service that you can just add to your bill.
Jaeger Schnitzel. Jo.
It's nice.
Oh, not.
Es schmeckt.
They say you haven't been to Namibia if you haven't been to Joe's. Well, I don't know much about that, but that lunch definitely set the mood for the trip.
So we've just pulled over next to the road to deflate our tires, but just check this 360 view. Oh, Namibia is beautiful.
I'm going to blow our tires down a bit, just air them down a bit because it's a corrugated road. And I'm using the handy Ironman twin deflator. Just pop it onto both sides and you can deflate both tires down to the same pressure, which is very handy. It's very quick as well. So just...
Die van julle wat vergeet het, ons is nou in four-wheel drive range, né?
It's late afternoon and we are almost at Tsauchab River Lodge. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. It's beautiful. It's just dust and the sun rays coming in. Namibia is spectacular. Good morning.
Morning, Doug.
Good morning.
How did you sleep?
Morning, guys. This morning you find us at the Tsauchab River Camp here in Namibia. We're in the Hoogland. We're on the first leg of our Southern Namibian loop. We're visiting our distributor here in Namibia, AFC, and they've got all our dealers together here at this lovely camp. It's beautiful. We're camped on the riverbed here. This morning is a bit formal. We're going to have a AGM, a meeting with all the dealers and just discuss everything Ironman. And after that, we're going to do some four-wheel driving, which is the highlight of the day, obviously. Fantastic, yeah. Great to be in Namibia again.
Goedemorgen, chef.
Môre, hoe gaan dit nou?
Goed self.
Lekker man.
Wat is vir ontbyt?
Ek het nie idee nie. Nee, hier is 'n worsie en 'n bacon en 'n eiertjie en 'n muesli en 'n sap en 'n waarvoor is jy lus?
Môre koffie.
Daar kom hy.
Het jy lekker geslaap?
Nie baie nie.
Hoekom?
Ek het bietjie geslaap, maar nie baie nie.
Okay.
Dankie.
It is really impressive to see all these vehicles kitted out by Ironman 4x4. And today we're going to do a bit of 4x4ing, and I'm very excited because we haven't done many in the Ironvan. The people are great. I love this brand. It's a very cool brand. But first, let's just get the formalities out of the way. And then we're going to play.
You know, for Ironman 4x4 Namibia, it was a great privilege to have all our esteemed clients, our dealers, and then obviously also Ironman 4x4 Africa on board. They came up from South Africa and joined us at the AGM meeting. At the meeting, obviously, this is our annual meeting we're having with our dealers. This is the first one we had because of COVID. Last year, it was not possible. What's great about the AGM is I think as a family, we regroup, we structure, we focus, we plan ahead, and we check what we can achieve in this beautiful country of ours.
seems like they are enjoying it. They're asking quite a lot of questions and it's very interactive, which is a great thing. This place that Michael chose to hold the AGM, Tsauchab River Camp, is really cool. I think that one of the owners or someone who lives here must be an artist, because there's so many cool things in this garden, and many of it seems like it's like scrap, things from old cars. I recognize this is now like a chicken or a rooster, but that used to be part of a control arm, I think. And so is everything. It is really cool. Here's a lady. Check, her shoes are old irons. Very cool, and it's so beautiful. It's like an oasis in the desert, because I think for many, many kilometers around there's absolutely nothing else. And they're also preserving a lot of history. There's a bunch of old cars. I saw a beautiful old landy under a roof. They're using the natural wood and things as well. Beautiful quiver trees. Check these little men. Too cute.
The saying, one man's junk is another man's treasure, comes to mind. And old found objects like this definitely seems to be a popular theme in Namibia.
So I'm going to show you guys a couple of vehicles that have been kitted out by Ironman 4x4. Every vehicle is different. I mean, we've got 3 Hiluxes here and they all look different. It all depends on what you need in your overlanding vehicle. But I'm going to take you through a few of the vehicles. I'm not going to get too deep into the gear and stuff like that, just a quick overview. So yeah, this is the first one. This is the Amarok Ironman 4x4 bumper, the snorkel. Then here we've got the NP300, very famous bakkie in Namibia. Also a very reliable vehicle. And I really like this shape. I don't know, it's got an old school feel to it. Rooftop tent, big awning. It's very nice. I really like this shape. This is the other Hilux from Namibia. It's Marcus from AFC. It's got some big wheels. I really love this shape. I mean, it just looks absolutely mean. And then we've got the FJ Cruiser, very famous in Namibia. In Afrikaans, we call it the Tokkie. Very good dune car. In Namibia, there's a lot of dunes. And then this is the new Ford that we recently built up at Ironman 4x4 in Johannesburg. I think it came out looking very cool. This is the Nissan that's been traveling with us from Johannesburg. Also very cool. This is the Beast, the Cruiser. It's just an amazing car. V8, and then obviously other Ironvan. You all know what exactly goes on here. We're gonna do some rig rundown sometime. But yeah, this is what you can do to your vehicle. And I mean, the guys at Ironman 4x4 Namibia have got it down, because Namibia is a very, very rough terrain. And you need a vehicle that is capable of handling that terrain. Hope you enjoyed that.
The formidable superfleet swung past camp to check on the spit for that evening, and then it was finally time for some off-road action.
We got a bit of a flat tire on the side wall of the Cruiser. Mick felt it immediately, but they are changing the tire.
Ooh, hy is baie lelijk. Daarso.
A rock fairy jumped out from next to the trail and penetrated my tire.
She was this big. I saw it. I was right behind him.
Excuse me, sir, but you look tired. 4x4ing is now starting to get interesting. We've got some rocks going down steep little cliffs.
You're a steep little cliff. It's getting technical. So in an obstacle like this where you can't see your wheels, it's a really good idea to just have someone who guides you and you just watch them. It's like the third time Dion's fallen over because he's doing this backwards.
Epic fun. Epic fun. Most of the four-wheel driving for the day is done, and now we're going to a viewpoint called Eagle's View at the Tsauchab River Camp. Are you excited?
I am. I think we might have missed the sunset already because we were having so much fun back there. But the light is beautiful. Namibia is beautiful. It's awesome. I'm really loving this.
We just arrived at the viewpoint and it is amazing. We missed the sunset, but the light is still pretty.
It's not pretty, it's beautiful.
Good morning. We need some Beerhouse coffee to get us going in the morning. But what an epic view. What do you think?
Beautiful.
Morning guys, we're at a secret location here in the Namibian Hoogland. Ironman 4x4 Namibia have secured the rights to a very special four-wheel drive trail. We're actually going to ride this trail now. It's the first time that anybody's been on it in the last 10 years. And they're going to sort the trail out, build a camp on top, and once the trail is done, we're going to come back to Namibia and we're going to film it properly for you guys and show it to you. It's going to be good.
It's getting really interesting. It's going really slow. I think they said they're building a road in the front there, so they're probably packing some rocks so we can get over. But I honestly cannot see that there's a road here. So I think they're working from an old map. But just check how beautiful it is here.
It's very rocky, very rough. This is what they call pathfinding. Yeah, on a Sunday morning. Okay, bring hom reguit.
So we've decided to leave the Hilux and continue with the other cars because we've still got quite a while to go in Namibia and we really don't want to slash any tires or break the vehicle. So we're going to continue with the other vehicles and leave the Ironvan here. Not that the Ironvan is not capable of this trail, it's just it doesn't make sense to actually try and go up here and maybe break something, especially if you have a long trip ahead of you. Lekker! Hey! Hier is Marco. Sê hallo Marco.
Hallo, hallo, hallo. Wat sê julle?
Marco, van waar is jy?
Ek is hier so van Windhoek, Ironman 4x4 Namibia.
Daar's hy. Is lekker om hier te wees, hoor. Dankie.
Ja, baie lekker, baie lekker.
Thank you, Quentin, for giving us a lift. It's a pleasure.
Yes. Breakfast of champions, energy drinks, because this takes a lot of energy. The views are really, really stunning. It's so beautiful. I think that we are very lucky to see it this green because apparently it hasn't rained here this much in about 10 years. So normally there would be no grass and now there's grass everywhere. So I think that's quite special. And this is part of why we like to drive 4x4 and overland. It's two things. One, it's fun to see what your vehicle is capable of and what it can do. But also two, the only way you're ever going to get up here to see how beautiful the world is from here is if you have a vehicle like this.
We've reached the top of the plateau and we're going to be turning around from here and going back the same route and pick up the Ironvan. But it's very nice. I mean, the awning is out, the spit braai from last night is being put on the fire again. It's time for lunch and then we're heading back to camp. It was really an amazing route up to here. Stunning. It's beautiful.
This weekend was the best possible welcome to Namibia anyone could hope for. And this was just the start of our trip. We still had an entire week of exploring Southern Namibia to look forward to.
Folks, we've just spent the weekend here at the Tsauchab River Camp. We attended the AGM Annual General Meeting for Ironman 4x4 Namibia. They invited all their dealers from around Namibia to come and attend the weekend with them, and it was a privilege to be here, attend with them, catch up with all the guys and chat about all things Ironman. It was really a great weekend. From here, the Ironman team is proceeding on to Sesrim, where we'll be staying tonight. It's only about 60 kilometers away, but from Sesrim we're going to be moving into the Sossusvlei area, and actually to Sossusvlei, which we're really excited about because that vlei is normally dry white sand, red dunes in the background, black dead trees. It's very picturesque, but this time it's full of water, so we just cannot wait to see that. We'll catch up with you later.
For Ironman 4x4 Namibia, the weekend was a great success. I think just to have everybody together, to really socialize, spend time with each other, listen to the needs, it's just awesome. And that's what it's all about. Family, fun, lifestyle, outdoors.